All right, listen up, golf fans. We've got a great event here in Ottawa to tell you about. The Commissionaires Ottawa Open is fast approaching. Here to tell us more is Andy Rahathi. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
You were just talking about, before we get into it, you're okay playing in the heat.
Oh yeah, I love the heat. It's good for the back. The ball tends to go a little bit further. You have to absorb a lot of water, but it's all part of the charm of golf.
Yeah, definitely keeps you a little bit loose if you might be tight.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the event. Where and when is this year's event taking place?
Yeah, so the 4 rounds of competition are July 24th to 27th out at Eagle Creek Golf Course in Dunrobin. It's really a full week event. We have a lot of sponsor engagement, pro-am, volunteer prep. So it's a week, July 21st to 27th.
And who are the attendees? Like, who really plays in that to draw the attention towards the tournament?
Well, it's PGA Tour Americas, so you kind of see PGA Tour on TV. And then there's Corn Ferry Tour and PGA Tour Americas. So this is where a lot of young golf professionals really step up to the plate. So there'll be 156 golf pros coming in from over 20 countries. And a lot of these guys are ranked in the top 1,000 in the world, some even in the top 500. So again, this is basically a stepping stone on their path to the PGA Tour. And it's incredible to come out and watch these guys. They're just as good as what you see on TV. It's just fun to even see them hit balls on the range. They're so good.
And you know what? When you're in person as opposed to watching on TV, it's a completely different sport to watch. It's exhilarating, and actually watching how hard and fast they swing and hit the ball is mesmerizing.
Yeah, it really is. The sound of it, and every shot seems perfect to our eyeballs, right? And you get to see these guys up close and personal because it is a PGA Tour Americas event. You're not having these crowds of hundreds of thousand people following Rory McIlroy, right? So you kind of see these guys before they make it to the big tour. One example is a guy that played last year, Johnny Kefir. He ended up first on the points list for PGA Tour Americas. Went and played on the Corn Ferry this year. He's #1 on that list, so he's going to be on PGA Tour next year. He just played in the US Open and made the cut. So these guys are well on their way to being superstars in the sport.
Well, you talk about the superstars. Who are Andy's picks to watch out for? Who do we think is going to climb up that leaderboard and potentially take it home?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's a lot of good golfers coming, like I said, many in the top 500. It's hard for me to pick, but we do have a sponsors exemption coming, Mac Boucher. And for anyone watching here that doesn't know him, just ask one of your kids if they're into golf, and they'll know him. He's a social media influencer. He's called the King of Sling. Likes to work the ball left to right, right to left, do some crazy shots. So we're super excited to have him, and he's definitely a guy that I'll be cheering for.
The King of Sling. I mean, it doesn't get better than that for a nickname. Before we let you go, I want to talk about, just because there's a charitable component as well.
Yeah, each year we try and raise $100,000 for Soldier On, a great organization to support ill and injured members of our Canadian Armed Forces and veterans. Very important to our title sponsor, Commissionaires Ottawa, that we give back to the community, as well. Lapine Apartments is our presenting sponsor. So just working in the whole community angle and really supporting a great cause through the sports and golf in Ottawa is so important to us.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate your time today. And then maybe, can you stay after the interview just to help me with my slice swing a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, all right. Andy, thanks again.
My pleasure.